What's up, guys? Reporting to you live in my kitchen, cozy in my PJs, and I'm mostly because I'm sleepy and I forgot that I have to work with this herb that I foraged yesterday before it dries up on me to make a tincture. Today we're working with cleavers and we're gonna make a tincture with cleavers. Now I made tinctures before. I don't know why I've never filmed them. Let me show you a tincture I made. This is the first tincture I made. Oh, I see. I'm like, why is the date wrong on there? Yeah, it'll be ready in May. So it's a dandelion leaf tincture, and I'm making a TikTok soon about this, all about it, since I never filmed it. But pretty much because every tincture is the same sort of process, fresh herb, 100 proof, it's the same type of thing. I mean, everybody makes them a little bit differently, but I make it the same. It's just the herb is different. So, move that out the way and look at, oh my god, look, now that I'm looking back, it all squunched up together. Look, I don't even got a lot for this big jar. We're gonna get a smaller jar, perhaps. Might hear my cousin's dog eating in the background. Yeah, you gotta really go through it thoroughly because I foraged a few things, and yeah, it might be something mixed up in there. So you want to make sure it's no weeds. See, it's some weeds and grasses in there. You want to make sure it's just cleavers. So yeah, that's cleaver, and you know it's cleavers if it just sticks on you like Velcro. But let's talk about some of the benefits while actually I get a new jar because that's not big enough. And the reason why you need a jar that fits the amount of plant material that you have is because oxidation, that you can make your tincture go bad. Let's see. Yep, found a nice jar. This should definitely do the trick. So yeah, like I said, the oxidizing, same kind of thing that happens to like a fruit, like an apple or a banana or something. When it's left out, when you bite it, it turns brown. Which, the plant material is gonna break down. It's obviously not as bright green as it was before because the alcohol is gonna get all that good shit out. But we don't want it like rotten looking because it's too much air and bacteria is forming, which makes it not safe to ingest. And that's why you have to make sure your jar is pretty clean as well. Like a little dust or whatever the fuck is in this. I try to keep my jars clean before I even put them away. It happens sometimes, so you just make sure it's nice. Keep some alcohol. Hey, you can use the alcohol that you're gonna use and clean it out that way. So, can't get down in there with my whole hand. Yeah, I thought I had way more cleavers than this, and I'm kind of mad that I don't have enough. But we're gonna make this work. See, I wish I had a jar a little smaller than this. Looking into it now, but yeah, clean jar, cleavers. Make sure it's all cleavers in here. It looks like it for the most part, but here's some other thing. Like, see, like a muscadine. That fuck out of here. Some dried grass. So yeah, just make sure, cause you're trying to get the benefits of cleavers. You know what I'm saying? Not something that might be a poisonous look-alike, or you know what I'm saying? Something that's around it growing, cause usually poisonous look-alikes grow right around the plant, which is hilarious. I think that's Spirit's way of trying to test your herbal skill. Yeah, I have like a whole flower in here from something. It's ridiculous. Yeah, this cleavers was 2 seconds away from being dried cleavers. And it's probably still, some people are like, it ain't fresh enough, but I'm experimenting. It's still green. It's still sticking me, so anyway, that's all cleavers right there. And let's see how it's already not looking. Ugh. I got Cleavers. Yes. Damn it. I was gonna stop the video, but I'm like, all natural here. So I found a jar that might work. I was gonna stop it and start all over, but I'm like, fuck that. So I found a jar that might work. It had my yellow dock in it, so we're gonna pour that into here for now and get this a nice clean, because I'm making this tincture. I don't care. But while we ignore the fact that I should have been prepared, let's talk about the benefits of Cleavers. So Cleavers, they're really good for your immune system. You can find them in most abandoned lots, abandoned parks, probably even in your backyard. I've been walking past it for months and I didn't know. It's like I was looking like that, looked like that herb I learned about, but I wasn't quite sure. But yeah, Cleavers, I found it at a park that was kind of like back in a park, nowhere near on the corner, you know, not to get things off of corner sides and shit like that, but it was right up against like a no trespassing sign, so like, I know it's like don't go over there, you know. But anyway, and clean this out and dry it good, because you don't want any water in there, because the alcohol and the plant material usually has water in it already, so we don't want any excess stagnant water that can make the tincture go bad. So yeah, when you think you can't make a tincture because you don't have enough plant material to fill up a jar, find you a jar. It's a jar. As long as the cap can screw on tight, you got yourself a jar. So what I'm gonna do is dry my hands first. Like I said, we don't want any extra moisture. And I wish y'all could see just this layout I have here. I have some Solomon seal. I have weeds. I have wild ginger. I have what I have, wild ginger. What else I get yesterday? Like it was some wild potato dwarf dandelion, something like that. Just cool things I found. So like an accidental. No, I thought that was wild onion. Anyway, yeah, some Solomon seal. So I don't know what I'm gonna do with that, because it's smooth Solomon seal. So anybody that knows anything about Solomon seal, let me know if smooth Solomon seal is something I can do with, actually preferably soon, because it's gonna dry out on me. I probably need to throw it in the freezer. That's how you can make some things preserved. Anyway, so dry that out fully. Take that Cleavers out of that big jar. Get you a decent jar that's gonna fill it. See, now that's more like it. That's more like it. You want it like that. Even though that still ain't all the way to the top, you still kind of want to. I see some people say fill it all the way to the brim and just let the alcohol pour over, but this jar is fair enough where I can like still do this. So anyway, so it's good for your immune system. It's really good for your lymphatic system, draining your lymph nodes. You know how people be like, when they're sick, you know that feeling, we fucking hate that. You need Cleavers tincture for that. Cleavers tea, Cleavers infusion is a nourishing herb that I wish I had more of. That's why I have to go back so I can get it dry, so I can make nourishing herbal infusions, which is best to make dry anyway. And yeah, because I think some of those stickers come off, because I see people eat it raw, but you have to cook it down a little bit to get those good benefits out without stickers. It's not like gonna, like, I don't know what it's gonna do. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, it could be worse. Some things you ingest and it's just like, It's really gonna fuck your throat up, like that octopus those people be, you know, for seasick and like attach to your throat and like fuck you up and shit. But anyway, it ain't like that, but you kind of want to break it down. And just like stinging nettle, like it's not gonna sting you when it's dry. You know, you always hear people say that. So anyway, I need to go back and get more for that. But yeah, it's really good for edema and just kind of like edema. I always mess up that. And skin problems and stuff like that. Like I said, it's a nourishing herbs full of nutrients. It's really good for moving mucus and lymph stagnation. It's good for heat and irritation. People who suffer from hot flashes and like just irritability and weather changes. Like my grandma, this is kind of my inspiration for even getting the Cleavers, because in a certain time, that woman will freeze you to death. She'll freeze you to death year round, really, but that's what we don't want. Anyway, so you want to get either 80 or 100 proof vodka. I've seen people use brandy. I've seen people use rum. Do your research, but do not use Everclear. Now, that might be a separate video I'll have to make, but don't ever use Everclear, because what that is doing is, yeah, okay, so just go watch a video of a Cleavers tincture. Just, you research Cleavers tincture. You're going to see a few different people make it in different ways. Just find another person. I guarantee you they're using Everclear and putting distilled water in it to make it healthy to consume, which lets you know that Everclear is not supposed to be in your body. Hell, it's illegal in most states. So that's why you need to just skip all that bullshit and just get you some 100 proof vodka. I haven't found a decent brand yet. I usually just get the 80 proof because that works good too. Some people are like, oh, it's watered down. This is my first few times even making tinctures. It's not the end of the world to use 80 proof, but definitely do not use Everclear. Like you can definitely just, you know, use the shit is easier. They already have the water in it. You don't have to put water in it and do these ratios to get back to the 100 that you're gonna get with that vodka anyway. So, and then you're getting the water soluble properties because it has the water in it. A lot of people forget that. They like to use dry plant material and tinctures and try to wake it back up like it's a live plant with, you know, this water that they add to it. Like, it's just, anyway, it's a separate video. I am not 100% a scientist on tinctures at all. Like I said, this is my second tincture I've ever made, you know. But I do know a decent amount. I've been doing research on it for like at least 2 years before I settled down and was like, let me do my own. But I'm nowhere near professional, but I just know the 80 proof, 100 proof mostly. Like I said, it's just the way to go. Everclear and trying to add all of this, and it's just not worth it. Just get the 100 proof vodka, pour it over your fresh herbs, and you're done. Stop making, infusions out of dry herbs. Trying to wake it back up. It's a dry herb. All you getting is the most volatile properties in that dry herb. They don't even smell dry lavender. It's just like more aromatic than the fresh. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all you're getting is those volatile properties. You're not getting a well-roundedness of the whole plant, the water side, you know, all of it. When you get it fresh, you get that. So anyway, this is what I'm using at the moment. Some aristocrat, but it's 80 proof. They have 100 proof vodkas. Go find you one. And when I find me one, like I said, I think they were out, so I got 80, and that's not going to kill you either. It's actually better, especially if this is your first time making tinctures, because water, and yeah, it's not going to water it down. Just let it sit for the 6 to 8 weeks like usual. I think people who make it Everclear, they be trying to get it to be stronger, and you know, you're trying to turn it into Western medicine, and that's just not what it is. Stronger, bigger, like, you're trying to gently heal your body over time. And yeah, as far as dosages go, like I said, we can talk about that once I strain it and get to using it, how I do it personally. But I would always advise anybody who's never used an herb ever in their life, like me, I've never worked with tinctures ever, to just try a drop per day. See how that works for you. And it's medicine. That's why it's nice to have all different types of teas, all different types of infusions, all different types of tinctures, oils going, because you need medicine for as you need it. So it's going to improve my overall health. It's really good for kidney function, organ function, getting it clear, you know, cooling my body down, which I really need right now because it's really hot in here, and I only got this on to cover up the fact that I'm chilling at home, if you know what I mean. I just don't want them just out. But anyway, yeah. Yeah, it's just really, really good. It cools the body down. And yeah, I'm going to make a TikTok really just talking more about the actual benefits. I'm going to do, you know, just a little video on it. But anyway, Cleavers tincture. Now, I'm going to set it up on something so y'all can see. Oh, no, we don't want that. We don't want to fall at all. So, let me set it on top of this calendula oil that I need to use that little drop. Anyway, let's set it on top of the calendula oil. Hopefully, we're all good. Cover this up. Get the aristocrat. And we pull. Until we are all the way full. To the very tippy top to prevent oxidation. And we're going to store in a cool, dry place for 6 to 8 weeks. I've never shaked the tincture I made in there. I probably won't shake this one. It's not like oil where you need to shake. I mean, I guess you could shake it, but I just don't want it to leak. It's alcohol, and yeah. Anyway, just keep it on nice and tight. And do not touch for 6 to 8 weeks. So, Cleavers tincture. It was in my old soft palmetto jar. Wait, actually, my old yellow dock jar, which before that was my kale powder jar. Recycle. This was an old candle jar. And you need to save small ones because you might need it for anything. You might have found only like a small patch of Cleavers and you're like, oh no, I can't make a tincture because I don't have a lot. Because you definitely need a lot to, let's say you had found this much and this is the big jar you had. Like, no, you can find a tiny jar as long as it can screw on tight. You don't want anything where it just like sits up there like that. That's air getting in whether you think it is or not. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, kidney function, lymph node function, during your lymph node armpits and all of that. That's really good if you're trying to detox. If you just started using natural deodorant, get on your Cleavers, which I wish I would have knew that when I first started, but it's alright. I got other herbs to detox me. Watch my TikTok, you'll see. Anyway, but yeah, it's just really good detoxing all the excess waste and shit that is not needed in the body and cools the body down. Just so many good things. Just improves your overall health. Get the Cleavers in, but I can't wait to yeah, just use this because I use, oh, see, it's already leaking, and that's why I like to use them ball mason jars because they will not really do that. But I'm just gonna keep this upright and let you guys know how it goes. It's 6 to 8 weeks when I start working with it. And I made a small batch. I probably ain't gonna even really get much of that. That's why it's best to like just really search around and get a lot, which I don't know why I didn't do that because it was just invasive all over the place. It's alright, we can do this again. But Cleavers tincture, like I said, we'll be talking more about the benefits and things like that on my TikTok, like a list of it, in my Instagram and things like that. But thanks for watching. Thanks for the tutorial. More tinctures to come, more herbal concoctions to make. Follow me on Time for Tea Apothecary on Instagram and TikTok, just Time for Tea Apothecary, and Facebook, all same. And Twitter, Time for Tea LLC. The herb Time for Tea, letter T, LLC, and yeah, Time for Tea Apothecary on every other social media platform. We talk about gardening, herbalism, herbal teas, because I run my herbal business. So if you want to support me while I'm getting my stuff off the ground, follow those accounts, and then one day you will see the website. You can order some of my tinctures maybe one day. But anyway, thank you guys for watching. I got 2 more videos, garden vlogs coming, a tutorial on how to make a repellent for lizards coming, just all types of cool stuff. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, comment, share with a friend. Yeah, Cleavers tincture, can't wait to use it. See you guys later in the next one. Bye.